Hey everyone, this is Bill. If you are visiting the channel for the first time, welcome. While we sometimes cover the college football gridiron, for the most part here in the channel, we hope to offer our viewers insight we have gained from our experience in investing, both in real estate and in the stock market. Before we move forward today, I would like to thank our new subscribers. I do appreciate your time and hope to continue to offer you value. As part of my research in evaluating both stocks I own and stocks I'm considering taking a position in, I immerse myself in technical analysis. In other words, I examine the chart patterns. There is a stock I have owned for a little over a year that appears to be forming a bullish cup and handle pattern, and I recently added to my position. That stock is Stereotaxis, which trades on the NASDAQ under the symbol STXS. The St. Louis-based company is in the medical products arena, whose business is described by Investors.com as, quote, developing cardiology instrument control systems to treat coronary artery disease and arrhythmias, end quote. Let's learn more. Recently, New York Stock Exchange Floor Talk interviewed Stereotaxis CEO David Fischel, discussing robot magnetic navigation technology and describing the role Stereotaxis may play in a robot revolution in the operating room.
I'm Judy Shaw for NYC Floor Talk. Stereotaxis is a global leader in robotic technologies designed to enhance the treatment of irregular heartbeats. With more than 100,000 procedures completed so far, Stereotaxis technology improves both patient outcomes and physician experience. Joining me is the chairman and CEO, David Fischel. David, tell me about the company's technology and how it's assisting with surgeries.
So Stereotaxis developed a robotic surgical system. We use very precise computer-controlled magnetic fields to navigate an interventional catheter. If you think about surgeries more broadly, there's a whole class of surgeries called endovascular surgery, where you use a catheter navigated through the blood vessels to treat any part of the body. Typically, it's very difficult to navigate the catheter because the surgery takes place at the tip of the catheter, but the physician only has control of the handle. So it's as if you're doing surgery holding a pencil from the eraser or holding a gardening hose, but holding the hose 3-4 feet back from the edge. We allow the physician to take control using computer-controlled systems of the catheter tip directly.
Now, what are some of the other advantages to robotic technology opposed to traditional surgery?
So really it comes down to the patient. Our reason for existence is to improve patient care, and that means to make procedures more successful and to improve access to therapy for patients. If you look, I think, and if you look at kind of the clinical data, there's a huge body of evidence that supports it, that when a patient is treated with robotics, and we specifically work to treat patients that have heart arrhythmias, there's a few benefits. One is there's improved safety. So there's far fewer rates of adverse events like heart perforations. The second is that there's much less radiation exposure, X-ray radiation exposure for the patient, for the nursing staff, and for the physician. The third is that generally, because of the precision and the stability of a catheter navigated robotically, you have better outcomes for the patient. And then the last is that there's a whole group of patients out there that can't be treated with manual catheters or can't be treated well with manual catheters. And so our technology allows physicians to offer those patients a form of therapy.
Okay, let's talk about future growth. You have a presence in 20 countries, or over 20 countries actually, currently. So what are your plans for growing through 2020 and beyond?
So we're still a small company. In just our current clinical focus, which is treating arrhythmias, we have less than 1% market share of the catheter-based cardiac ablation market. And so if you look at our clinical data, the vast majority of these procedures should be performed robotically. So we have large headroom for growth. In 2020, we expect to launch in the near term a new robotic system. And in the coming years, we also expect to launch a proprietary catheter and to start to also advance our technology into new clinical applications. And I think those are kind of going to be the primary drivers of growth.
Thank you, David. That was David Fischel. He is the chairman and CEO of Stereotaxis.
Man, I find that very exciting, with Stereotaxis innovating in an arena that I think will explode in the very near future, improving the lives of people across the globe. Now, in looking at the company as it relates to the stock, we note that tipranks.com rates Stereotaxis a moderate buy with a price target, based on one analyst, of $7, which would represent approximately a 35% increase from recent price levels. Now, this is a small company with a market cap of $385 million. Although Investors Business Daily gives Stereotaxis high ratings in group, relative strength, and accumulation, the composite rating is a rather weak 46. However, the stock is trading near its 52-week high, and as we mentioned, does appear to be forming a cup and handle formation, which is considered very bullish. StockCharts.com notes, quote, "The cup and handle formation is a bullish continuation pattern that marks a consolidation period followed by a breakout. It was developed by William J. O'Neill and introduced in his 1988 book, How to Make Money in Stocks," end quote. Now, while I have no affiliation with Investors Business Daily other than being a decades-long user of their services, I highly recommend this book, which I consider my investing Bible. Quoting, "As its name implies, there are two parts of the pattern, the cup and the handle. The cup forms after an advance and looks like a bowl or rounding bottom. As the cup is completed, a trading range develops on the right side and the handle is formed. A subsequent breakout from the handle's trading range signals continuation of the prior advance," end quote. In this chart from Finviz.com, we noted the left side of the cup forming as the stock topped towards the end of June. The depth of the cup was found from late August through early November, before beginning to form the right side of the cup, which extends to mid-December. The handle then formed, showing sideways to slightly lower action. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight, but I like what I see here. O'Neill and crew over at Investors Business Daily would want to wait until the stock breaks above 550 on high volume before purchasing to confirm the breakout. This would seem particularly important with this stock since it's trading at 523 and is considered a penny stock. Volatility, and most importantly risk, picks up with penny stocks, so extra caution is advised. One thing I am fairly certain about is the medical systems and equipment field, particularly those embracing robotics and artificial intelligence, seems poised to be a leading group for the next few years. Whether Stereotaxis is one of those stocks that can execute their business plan to capitalize on this remains to be seen, but as I see it, the chart appears to be giving us some insight into future performance. Stereotaxis is showing signs of success in their quest to transform the operating room with an AI-driven combination of telemedicine and robotics. Their products are cost-effective and efficient, translating into beneficial patient care and staff safety. Robotic surgeries are not science fiction. They are the future and are arriving much faster than you think. In fact, they are happening right now. Take a look and drop us some comments with your assessment of Stereotaxis. There is a long list of similar companies within the medical equipment field with the opportunity to really gain momentum should they execute their business plans successfully and or develop a proprietary product which allows people to live longer and live more healthy lives. It is just so exciting learning about the future with some of these companies. Folks, we should note that as you have seen, there is an elevated level of political turmoil taking place, which can cause uncertainty to infiltrate the markets, potentially causing volatility, so this does bear watching. Well, that is all for today. As we conclude, please feel welcome to follow us on Facebook at Future Breakout. We are a new YouTube channel, so please help us grow by liking our video and subscribing to our page. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.